Hello everyone. So today we are exploring a deep and revealing question: what you are not seeing yet. So there may be moments on your path when something important is forming beneath the surface. So you may feel a certain truth or direction or realization, but it hasn't yet reached your conscious awareness. Perhaps you feel the signs or the energy is building, but there has not yet been full clarity about it. So we are doing this reading to illuminate this hidden space, and we'll look at the energies around you right now and what is unfolding within you, perhaps an insight that's just waiting behind your current vision. So perhaps you've been feeling a little unsure or in transition or sensing that something is shifting, but you can't name it. And this is what we are going to try to clear in this message. So choose group 1, 2, or 3. And I will see you at your reading. Hello to those who chose group number 1. So, what you are not seeing about your own process. First, we have the Hermit card, and this is in fact a very powerful card. It shows a lot is happening inside of you, but it may be not fully realized. It may feel slow or very quiet. So this is a phase of inner alignment, and it's meaning that nothing is to be rushed right now. Perhaps you think you are stuck or maybe even inactive, but in fact, you are standing at this threshold of a deeper knowing, and you have a very strong intuition about things. Because you can see in the Hermit card that he has this light, and the light is forming behind the figure. So you have not yet recognized the light because it hasn't fully surfaced yet. So it's a time of being still and just waiting for some recognition to come to the surface. And then we have To Be Fair card. This shows this woman holding scales, and this suggests some kind of karmic balancing and truth or fairness. So what you're not seeing yet is that your situation is balancing itself, perhaps in ways that you can't see or recognize. So something is being aligned behind the scenes. Perhaps there is a relationship shift happening, a work shift happening, or just something in your inner emotional world. And perhaps you're asking yourself, why is it taking so long? Or why doesn't it move forward yet? Or maybe it feels that the situation is unclear, but something bigger is happening. So also it's about the fairness is always about all the energies healing and being restored. So if something is being delayed, it's not a punishment, it's your protection. So trust the process, because what is coming is going to be very healing and very fair to your situation. And then we have a very interesting card. We have another very reflective card, the Reflection. So again, this shows this small boat under the moonlight, and it is floating on the surface of, it seems like a lake. So again, this shows some deep introspection, or this water shows some emotional truth, and we see the light of the moon on the water. So there is again light emerging from the shadows. So something inside of you is ready to be acknowledged. So perhaps you need to get in touch with a need or a desire. And this is also about understanding what you truly feel. And what maybe you are perhaps becoming more intuitive, or you are seeing yourself in a different light. And this is, so again, this is showing a very quiet period. So it's not that things are revealed yet, but you are coming close to it. And we have the number 19, which is in general, this is in tarot, the Sun card. And together it gives 1 plus 9 gives number 10, and 10 gives us number 1. So this suggests a new start in your life, which is preparing behind the scenes. So you're very close to some big revelation, which will bring a lot of healing and restoration of energies in your life. And this is also confirmed with the spread your wings from the Archangel Ariel. So this is saying, don't close yourself. You are far more ready than you think. So there is a new phase coming, a new decision or expression, and perhaps you feel like you're not ready because of all these introspective cards, and you may be very cautious, but in fact, your expansion phase is already beginning and opportunity is coming. And so this card in fact exposes the gap between how you see yourself and who you actually are becoming, because we have all these very calm and introspective cards, and then we have this spread your wings, so you're stronger and clearer and more capable than you think. And then we have the indecision card. This is the topping card that we see from the chocolate oracle. So this is suggesting that perhaps you are at a crossroads. Perhaps you are deciding between different possibilities, and then this feeling of being suspended comes. And perhaps you're hesitating about something. Perhaps you have not yet fully leapt into some new venture. So in fact, your soul needs time to truly decide for a path that you're choosing. And this blockage that you're feeling at the moment isn't really external. It's about inner alignment. So opportunities are on the way. This is promised in the Archangel card, but you may have not fully committed to the possibility yet. So it is, in fact, you already know perhaps the decision that you want, but maybe you're waiting for confirmation, or you want to be more safe, or maybe you're waiting for some kind of permission which you don't need. And then when you don't choose, this is draining you. This drains a lot of energy. Indecision is a very draining kind of situation. So, and then perhaps because you're not deciding, this creates the illusion that you need more time, but perhaps what you really need is more trust. So it is all about choosing and deciding to go for what you want, maybe a project, or to be fully committed to something, and then the path will open and you will be spreading your wings. So what you're not seeing yet is that you are on the verge of a major shift. So your inner wisdom is awakening, you are becoming stronger, and you are ready to expand. But your next step will become more obvious the moment you choose to trust your direction. So if you have been waiting for more signs, you don't need to do that and stop carrying this weight. Just decide to step into what you already know what you want, and this will open everything for you. So I hope this resonated, and see you at some other reading. And hello to those who chose group number 2. So what you are not seeing yet. So first we have the Palace of Coins. This is a very high expression of the Earth suit. So it represents abundance and security and a very peaceful life built on solid foundations. So perhaps you're not seeing yet how, in fact, abundant you are, and that there is abundance and security waiting for you. You are, in fact, closer to stability than you think. So something in your material world, perhaps finances or your home life, or perhaps even in your body, is moving toward greatest safety and comfort. So this is a very reassuring card that you are in fact standing on a very stable ground and you can be very relaxed about what is happening in your material world. Also, this card suggests that you are not really starting from zero. You have already something sustainable in your hands. Perhaps you literally already have a home or a safe place. And in fact, you should honor it because you're further along than you believe. And you have a safe and very nurturing environment forming, even if you don't see results yet. Or you may need to just take a look at it and appreciate it more and feel more safe in it. So your environment feels very safe and secure. And then we have this interesting card, Come to the Edge. So this is about taking a leap of faith. We see this woman dancing on the edge and releasing petals. So this is about trusting and surrendering and stepping into the unknown. So you have come to a certain breakthrough and you need courage, not really certainty, but courage to step into it. So what is happening is that your next step, it will not be very comfortable, but it's maybe requiring a lot of trust from your side. So there are no guarantees. This is how you may feel. But in fact, more clarity will open after you move and not before. So you have come also to the edge of a certain situation. Perhaps you're ready to break away from something or someone. Perhaps you need to be more trusting in what you have, or just change the situation completely. So a leap of faith is needed, and you may feel perhaps even overwhelmed by a certain situation. But in fact, the universe is saying, trust it, because you are in fact much more secure and safer than you believe it right now. So then we have this card of Caught in the Ruins. So this shows a kind of echo from the past. So we see these two figures trapped in a building behind closed doors. And this is an old building, it's a collapsed building. We have this notion of old walls and old stories which are collapsing. So something perhaps has collapsed in your life, and you are still tied to the feeling of this old situation, perhaps a past disappointment or a relationship that feels in ruins. Perhaps a memory is haunting you, or maybe it's just an old identity that you outgrew and this still influences you. So perhaps you are not seeing that this is really holding you back, and that in fact you are preparing for a new reality. So there is a way to open these doors, but you have not found a solution yet. So we have a situation here maybe with people who are caught in a very difficult situation that has brought them to the edge, and they may feel unsafe or insecure. But in fact, be prepared and be ready for the doors to open, because there is an opportunity coming to you where you will be able to start fresh and in fact build a completely new palace of trust. And then we have two cards talking about love. We have the Beloved card and then literally the Love card in the Valentine's Day. So this is perhaps literally talking about some soul level connection or emotional support. And so you are perhaps not seeing yet that there is loving energy around you and that you are not alone in this situation. Perhaps for some people, this is saying that a connection is evolving behind the scenes, or perhaps that your heart is healing from past issues and past pains and hurts, and perhaps that you are attracting a connection that will match your growth. Also, this is the beloved, so someone is thinking about you and someone is connected to you, and you have more support than you realize. And also there is a new form of love being prepared for you. So even perhaps you feel like your relationship is not working, it may be still be able to be fixed, or the person you have in mind is very much thinking about you and caring about you, even if it may not be so clear to you at the moment. And then, of course, with the love card, with the Valentine's Day, this is a very sweet and warm card, a symbol of affection and closeness. And it suggests a connection, a very emotionally fulfilling connection. So you may not realize that someone has much deeper feelings for you, or that emotional warmth is coming into your life soon. Perhaps you will reconnect with someone that you care about, and also a more open and softer energy is opening to you. So you will be having a more loving experience in your life soon, a much more safe experience, a reconnection perhaps with someone. And you may be so weighed down and so much still carrying the heaviness of these old ruins, that you are not seeing that love is in fact the biggest factor here and is already on its way. So in fact, what you're not seeing yet is that there is greater stability and deeper love available to you. It's already forming. You just need to step into them, and you will leave behind this old story and past hurt, and you will make this courageous step forward. So your future is much more soft, and it's richer and much more loving than you expect. So you can be happy about it and wait for this beautiful unfoldment. So I hope this resonated, and see you next time. Hello to those who chose group number 3. So what you are not seeing yet. And we begin with this beautiful card of 6 of Wands, which is the card of victory and recognition, and also overcoming obstacles and problems. So this is telling us that you are about to succeed at something that you've been unsure about. So there is a certain breakthrough coming, and this whole group, in fact, really has a very beautiful and powerful message of personal triumph that is perhaps closer than you realize. Perhaps you've been having thoughts that you're not doing enough, or that something is not working. But in fact, what is preparing behind the scenes is a big success and a big, beautiful breakthrough. Also, 6 of Wands speaks about admiration. Perhaps you're not seeing and recognizing how admired and successful, in fact, you truly are. So if you've been waiting for some kind of confirmation or some kind of validation, it is already there preparing, and you're just not realizing it yet. So it's coming your way. And then we have this beautiful milk and honey card. So this is something that you're not seeing about abundance, because this shows this bowl of honey under a rainbow, and it represents comfort and nourishment, and it's just about life becoming easier. So life is preparing you for something sweet, for something beautiful, and something more gentle. So all these tensions and hardships that we can also see in the summer-winter card that is coming, we see that the winter is moving away and more emotional fulfillment is coming, more physical comfort and more ease is returning to your daily life. So finally everything will start flowing again. Perhaps you will also feel more support and more a softer energy. And so maybe you have been in this survival mode, preparing for difficulties, but these difficulties are ending, and you are entering into a season of, milk and honey, into a season of of sweetness, of relaxation, of comfort. So allow yourself to receive it. And then we have, of course, this summer-winter 5 of Forces card. So this is about timing. So we have one side of the card which is very warm and fruitful, and the other side which is cold and it's still in winter. So this is about shifting seasons. So if you have been in a winter situation, you are now moving into growth or from effort into reward. So this inner winter is ending, and we have this new summer phase emerging. Perhaps you've been feeling that now energies are slow or frozen, but in fact the timing is turning in your favor, and you are entering a period of momentum and of warmth. So if something feels blocked or frozen, it just means that it's not ready yet. It's not in season yet. So this is about aligning with perfect timing. So you just have to be prepared for the summer to return. And then we have this Valor card about your true inner power. And Archangel Ariel is saying, have courage and defend your beliefs. So perhaps you have been underestimating your courage. Perhaps you think you need to be stronger or more prepared, but in fact you already have all the power. You're much, much stronger than you perhaps think in this moment. And there is a moment coming when you will stand up for yourself and you will protect what is meaningful to you. And this will bring success and unblock all the potential. So you have this warrior spirit inside of you, and in fact you're braver than you realize, and this will bring this beautiful energy of the Six of Wands, the success card, which will open new possibilities for you. So it is in fact the time for you to be brave and strong, and you already possess these qualities. And this will usher in this beautiful summer, warm and milk and honey phase into your life. And we have this beautiful welcome home and happy home card from the Chocolate Oracle. So what you're not seeing about your life is that there is a certain warmth and comfort about your home, and you are returning home, perhaps literally, or somebody is coming home, and you are moving toward a very peaceful emotional phase, and perhaps literally home, and you will feel like perhaps manifesting a physical home, or renewing your home, or getting a better home, or just being in a more supportive relationship, or you will just feel that you belong somewhere. And so after this long period of winter and uncertainty, you will feel much more grounded. And also, of course, you may attract a person who will come into your home, who you will welcome into your home, and they will feel like home, and they will give you the emotional support and the balance that you need in your emotional world. So what you're not seeing yet is that you are moving into a season of victory and of sweetness and of warmth and stability. The struggle is ending. This is a very beautiful reading. So your courage has carried you much, much further than you realize, and you're about to receive recognition, and you will have this sense of belonging, all these things that you've quietly been yearning for. And in fact, this is a very auspicious reading, and your future is brighter than you may expect in this moment. So enjoy this new step into harmony and well-deserved ease. And I wish you good luck, and see you at some next reading.